ready for all of the cozy fall vibes because that is what today is going to be all about. In the last video, we decorated our bedroom for fall, and as you can tell behind me, it came together so nicely. It's been so cozy and just like a little spooky fall oasis. So we're gonna be turning our kitchen and living room today into an extended version of this fall oasis. So if you missed the last video where we did decorate our bedroom, make sure you check that out after this video. Also, exciting news, our couch got delivered. She is a beauty. She's comfortable. She is very, very pretty. I'm excited to style that today and just kind of get it looking all put together because we assembled it, but it hasn't been styled yet. But she looks great in her little spot in the living room, so I'm excited to show you that. I also have another really fun DIY planned for today. So it's going to be inspired by a PotteryBarn decor piece. Shocker, I know. And I've been seeing it all over TikTok, so I'm really eager to give it a try and see if we can recreate it for a better price. I think it would just be really fun to do in general. So we'll see how that comes together, and before we do anything, we're gonna get the vibes going. We're going to get a little summer pot going, and I would love to make a new fall recipe I found also on TikTok. Recipes on there are so good. It's gonna be a protein pumpkin cream chai. I do believe that there is a way to enjoy the things that you love this time of year while also being able to still get closer to your fitness goals. I love to incorporate protein into my seasonal recipes because it helps me stay towards my fitness goals of building muscle and staying lean, but I can also enjoy the flavors of fall. I can enjoy the flavors of the seasons. So let's go ahead, let's get on some cozy socks, let's set the vibes, and then we're going to get decorating. These are the two socks I'm kind of choosing between which ones to wear. I wore these whenever we decorated the bedroom for fall, and I've been basically living in them after that. Like, I love these socks. They're so soft. These are both from American Eagle. I think I'm gonna wear these today though. I haven't worn these yet, and they're so cute. They're very simple. They match my sweater and they have this really adorable embroidered pumpkin on the ankle. I think this is precious, so I think I'm gonna wear these today. We are soaking in all the fall vibes over here right now. We have Gilmore Girls on, which I googled the most fall episode in the entire series, and it's season 1, episode 7, the one where Dean kisses Rory. They have like the little fall festival and everything, so I have that one going. I've got some fall aromas going with our candle warmer summer pot in the kitchen. I just got that candle warmer lamp recently. I got it off Amazon. It was super affordable and it's adorable and so cozy, and I saw people on TikTok making these little summer pots with them, so I decided to just give it a try, and it smells amazing. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I made a summer pot last year, I believe, on the stove, and they smell so good, and it lasts, I find, in the house. So that's so good. And then we made our pumpkin protein chai. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm gonna try it here with you. It's supposed to be kind of like what the Starbucks one is, but high in protein, way less calories and way less sugar. So let's see if it actually tastes good, because I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Whoa. You need to try this. That's literally fall in a cup. Whoa. I'm like speechless right now. This is so good. I think this is probably my favorite fall drink I've ever made. This is gonna be what I live off of, and that is gonna run through my veins this fall. So if you're wondering what I'm drinking, it'll be this. I really love this because it actually has protein in it, and like I was saying earlier, I just want to make sure that I'm enjoying the seasonal treats, but I'm also staying on track for my fitness goals. And the fact that I can have such a fall tasting cozy drink that I enjoy that has protein in it and not a ton of calories is really nice. And I'm definitely gonna work to find some more healthy fall recipes as the season goes on. So make sure you stay tuned for that if that's something you're interested in. But this one is definitely gonna be added into the rotation because it is delicious. And now we're gonna move on to our DIY. So we're going to DIY some terracotta pumpkins, or a terracotta pumpkin. I got this one. It's a carvable pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. They were like 40 or 50% off, and I felt like this was a pretty good size. So we're going to carve a face into it and paint it terracotta. We got to give it that like matte texture that terracotta has. I'm excited for this because I think it's gonna look so good. I saw these at PotteryBarn and a lot of them were much smaller than this, and they were pretty pricey, which they were nice, but still we can make our own and have fun doing it. So let me show you exactly what you're gonna need, and let's see if we can recreate this terracotta pumpkin. So I have my carvable pumpkin here, and you can find some at Michael's, and I'm sure there's somewhere else, but that already have a face on it. So if you do that, you don't need the pumpkin carving kit, but since mine does not have a face yet, we're gonna have to put one on there. And then I have some terracotta paint. You wanna make sure you get the matte paint, which I can link this one below. I just got it off Amazon, but you'll just need that, and then also some some baking soda. And this is what's gonna help give us that that texture that terracotta has. And then you need something to mix the paint and the baking soda in. And then you're also just gonna need a paint sponge. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get a face on this little guy. I think this might work. Seems pretty precise. I honestly have never used one of these before, so I don't know if this is even going to carve it, but I googled it and it said it would, so we're gonna find out together. So I actually took a second and drew a pencil outline of what I wanted, so you can't really see it on camera, but I suggest doing that if you are carving it because it'll make it so much easier on yourself. You could even like print out a stencil if you wanted to, but I did it freehand and it looks okay. I think it'll work. So the color I got said terracotta, so that's just what I went with, but I think it's gonna be a little too dark. We're gonna paint it on anyway and just see what happens, but if you do this, you might wanna get a lighter color, but we're just gonna work with what we have. So it is safe to say that this was definitely darker than what I was going for, but that's totally okay. I actually think it works. It almost looks like a Halloween Town pumpkin. I think there's actually one on Walmart's website that looks just like this. But you know, I think it's working and I think it's gonna go with our decor, and I'm totally okay with it. But it's a really fun DIY. Just if you want it to be more like the PotteryBarn one, definitely get a lighter, like sandier color. That was my mistake. I went to literal terracotta. Don't do that. But yeah, it was super fun, super cool. It definitely has a cool texture to it from the baking soda. And I think I'm just gonna put it somewhere in the kitchen. I think it's gonna be really cool and just be sort of like a nostalgic, spooky Halloween decor piece. I think it'd be really cool if you cut the bottom of it and maybe put a tea light inside of it. Even a black one would be really cool. You could do so much with this DIY. And yeah, I don't know. I just had so much fun and just listening to Gilmore Girls, drinking my pumpkin chai. I was having a blast. All right, now it's time to move into the kitchen, and it is a little bit later in the afternoon. It's gotten really, really cloudy outside, which, don't get me wrong, it's adding to the cozy vibes, but this could lead us into decorating into the night or even tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I wanted to show you, so in the last video I did where we decorated our bedroom, there was a DIY in there that was also really easy, where we made these glossy prints into matte looking paintings, and I swear this is such an easy, cheap thing to do, and it completely transforms any kind of prints that you have. So if you didn't see that, go back and watch it, but I did that to these prints that I got off of Etsy, which I can link these below. They're super, super cute. So we did the matte Mod Podge and removed the glass and put it in its frame, and it just looks so, so good. It looks way more high-end than if it's just like a glossy print. I feel like with these very autumnal prints, this just works so, so well. So we have this ghost one with a haunted house, which I love these ghost paintings so much. They're probably my favorites, if you could tell by the one that's above our desk in the last video. And then we have this one here, which is another haunted house with some ghosts. This one was also off of Etsy, and I think this is probably one of my favorites. Not even like, okay, so the print was $2. The frame was $2.75, and to print it, I think it was like $3. So it's super affordable, but it looks incredibly expensive. And we also did this print, which I'm obsessed with. It's very spooky, very autumnal, and it just looks so good, especially now that it's matte. It's just elevates it so, so much. We're gonna get the kitchen all put together. I really want to start in the coffee corner because that's just where I go every morning. I like it to be nice and cozy. I have a couple pieces I'm incredibly excited to decorate with, so that is where we're gonna start. So I like to pick the mugs that I want on our coffee hooks first, and I think these are the ones I'm gonna go with. So these two, I feel like they have the same kind of like spooky vibe. They're from Home Goods, and they have this like ceramic texture, and then they have like a little really cute, I don't even know, it looks like it's hand painted design, and this one is my all-time favorite mug that I have, so I'm definitely going to put this one hanging up because I use it pretty much every single day. I feel like those are going to go really well with it also because it has that spooky vibe while also just that warm color of the orange. I also really wanted to have a tray this year because I feel like it would just be cool to like decorate with the coffee mugs by having something that gives them a little bit more intention, and I found this on Amazon, and it's a good size. It's perfect for this coffee corner, so I really want to incorporate that. And then also these super cute little pumpkin spoons that I got from Hobby Lobby. They just have a little pumpkin on the handle, and they're made out of wood, and they're just really, really cute. So let's see what we can do with these little decor pieces and come up with something cozy. So this is a witch's cookbook I actually got off of Amazon. It was like 10 bucks, but I thought it was adorable to put in our cookbook stand. I usually have Sarah Day's cookbook there, but I took one of our little paper bats and I taped it on top with blue tape. And this book was a little smaller than that one cookbook, and the cover is a little darker than what I wanted. I wanted something a little bit more brighter and a little bit cozier. So I searched in the book for a very autumnally colored recipe, and I found this one. It's toadstool toppers. So I felt like it was pretty witchy. It looks very autumnal, and I think it's gonna look really good in this corner. So instead of having it just closed on the cookbook cover or cookbook holder, we're just gonna have it open, just like we're brewing up a spell. I love the way this came together. It's so cozy, but it also has that like little bit of spooky element to it. And I just love this little candle lamp. Like this whole area makes me so happy. It just looks so witchy. This was a little mini wreath we found at Hobby Lobby, and I felt like it would just go so well in that spot, and it's literally the perfect size. And then recently we actually switched out our utensil holder. So we had like a white one and it just said utensils on it, but this is a hack I saw on TikTok. So just find a ceramic vase, any kind of vase, and put your utensils in it, and it just looks so high end. It's such a simple way to elevate your kitchen decor, and I love it. I feel like this would go really well year round, and especially how it ties into this picture here. This is probably one of my favorite prints. I just think all of this came together so nicely. Even this coffee corner, this just looks so cute. I love this little ghost picture of him drinking coffee. It's just literally me every single morning. But what's even cooler is this picture matches this picture, which this is from Hobby Lobby, and this is like this gothic looking painting, and it just looks so cool. Perfect for fall. I just really love it. I think the frame is really cool too. I definitely want to add these two little pumpkins here. I feel like this would be so cute. Wherever there's an empty space, I like to add pumpkins. The kitchen is all done, and I think this is probably one of my favorite ways it's ever come out for fall. I just really love incorporating this kind of vibe in here. Normally I save it for just our bedroom, but I love being able to incorporate it in the kitchen. This here is what I used for a PotteryBarn dupe in our bedroom by our reading corner. So I took a little bit of it and put it in another amber vase and put it right here. Freya's using her cat tree, don't mind her. And then this is the viral PotteryBarn candle. I love this candle so much. It looks so real. It's just a battery operated candle, but I love having it right here in the center and just having it be a focal point because I think it is just so pretty. And I can't even like stop looking at these two prints. I think they look so good. I love the way these exposed shelves came together. I feel like they're really cozy, and again, I just feel like this is just so Halloween town to me. So now that this is all done, let's move on to the living room and I can finally show you the couch. Oh my gosh. So here she is in all of her glory. I love this couch. It was very budget friendly. It's really comfortable and it's modular. So these two ottomans actually move. So we have a rectangular coffee table and it just doesn't look good with the U shape. It just looks too boxy. So what we're probably gonna do is take away one of these just for now until we can find a circular coffee table, just because it just looks so boxy. So I think that's what we'll do, but this is just how it looks. You can move this next to that one, make like a little bed. You can turn them horizontal and make them like just make this almost like a bigger bed. Like you can do so much, and it's really comfortable. And it's like this like linen linen fabric. I can link this couch below if you're in the market for one. A lot of the reviews said it was pretty long lasting and it didn't sink in after a while, so that's what we are looking for. But now we need to style her. We need to make her look really cute. So we're gonna do that, and do not mind the paint behind the shelf. Okay, this was a whole thing. We ended up having to move the shelf because it was up higher from our other couch. We had to move it down, but whenever we patched the holes and asked for new paint, they gave us a darker color. So we're waiting on the right color, but oops, my camera won't focus. But I'm not gonna sit here and wait for them for us to decorate it. I'm just gonna go ahead and decorate it and just take it down when we get the right color. So just ignore that. That's gonna go away. That's just a momentary little thing. It's very annoying and it bothers me so bad, but there's literally nothing I can do about it. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches, and that's what we're doing with this. So ignore that. It'll all be one color. But for right now, we are just going to work with what we have and just make this a very cozy fall oasis. Decorating until the little sun is going down. The clouds are turning pink. The cicadas are out. It has been quite a long day, but also a very fun day. It's the next day, and honestly it just got so late last night that I decided to put a pause on decorating and just pick it right back up today. So I have a fresh coffee, I have Halloween Town 2 going, and the vibes are just gonna keep on going. It honestly is a little gloomy outside today too. The sun has come out like a couple of times, but overall it's pretty gloomy, and it's not really that warm either. So it's a very fall feeling day here, and I'm just enjoying all the decorations that we've done so far, and especially the couch behind me. I did add another blanket here, and yeah, I added the ottoman back over here just for the time being, but you can kind of tell what I mean like by having a round coffee table. I can show you a little bit better in a second, but I just feel like we'd have more space. But I don't know, I love this coffee table so much. I don't really want to change it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I don't know, I love this thing, so it just is kind of hard for me to be like, oh, let's get a round one now, because I don't know. I'm okay with it, but we will see. We will see. It'll be a little bit easier now knowing like what it would look like because the couch is actually styled. So today's mission is to finish up decorating in here, and I have some leaves and fairy lights I want to put on this mirror that's in front of me, and putting up a couple more signs. I also have a Harry Potter wall I really would like to do, so we will go ahead and knock those out. I'll show you really quickly the couch and the coffee table in the daylight instead of in the sun setting, and you can kind of let me know what you think. We're gonna do that, and then we'll get right into it decorating. So here she is in the daylight, and I just really do love this couch. Let me know what your thoughts are on this coffee table. I think it can work being the rectangle. I do think a circle one would be better, but like I said, I just really like this one, and I love the decor that we put on it this year. It's just really simple, and this is the bottom half. I just added this last night, and I kind of like it here, but this was in my childhood home growing up. My grandmother gave it to my mom, so I try to put it somewhere every single year because I just really like that pumpkin. So I'm just gonna put that there for now, and I added a couple more blankets, but I really like this couch. I just need the wall. I need the wall to be fixed. Like, that's so frustrating. I'm not sure why the color was different, but we're working on getting that fixed. But overall, The couch was a win, and I'm really grateful for it. And I can link it below if you're in the market for a budget-friendly couch. This one is really nice because it is modular, so you can really play with the different shapes. It's been great. So this area is going to be our first mission of the day. So I really want to put some fall leaves around this mirror and maybe like some pumpkins down here possibly. But I want to put some fairy lights on this mirror too because I want some kind of cozy lighting over here. I'm going to put up that sign and then we will just kind of see what else we can do. But that's the mission. Let's go ahead and let's get it going. I'm so proud of how this came out this year. I feel like when I did it before, the leaves weren't to the shape of the mirror as much. I felt like they kind of fell down. So I feel like this looks a lot better and a lot cleaner. I tried to take my time to do it. I just used little bits of this Scotch clear tape. I used a very little bit and I always made sure to go between the lights. I never put tape on the lights just in case they get warm. I'm very paranoid about fires because we actually had a house fire whenever I was a very little girl, so I don't take my chances. And I love adding these little pumpkins down here. It just makes it so cozy and almost like a little pumpkin patch. This is the one I found at Hobby Lobby. It reminds me so much of just Hagrid's pumpkin patch because it's a little quirky and it's a really cute pumpkin. It's probably one of my favorite decor pieces that we have, but I really love how cozy this feels and I feel like at night it's going to be really, really nice. I also forgot I had this candle and I feel like this is the perfect spot for it to go. The living room is officially done and I can honestly say I'm really, really happy with the way that it came together. Again, please let me know your thoughts on this coffee table. I actually really like the square or rectangle coffee table instead of getting a circular one. I don't know. I feel like it works just fine. I feel like as long as we have some space on each side here with the ottomans, I feel like it works. Like I said, let me know your thoughts. I'm not an interior designer, I'm just kind of going off what I like. But I think it came together very nicely, very cozy, and I really love like just these little added pumpkins on the floor. That was something different I wanted to add this year and just kind of make it feel like you're just sitting in a little whimsical pumpkin patch. That was the vibe I was going for. I feel like this does it. I'm really, really happy with this, and I think it's going to be really nice to have on while watching movies, having coffee, a little editing session, just it's gonna be really, really nice and peaceful. And I decided to add some leaves behind these pumpkins just to add a little more fall vibes and just kind of tie in with that mirror even more. And of course we have our pumpkin patch sign, and then I replaced our plant with this really cute sign. I think this was from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I don't remember which, but I love the colors in it and I think it just kind of warmed up everything. And I always love making this basket full of pillows. This is actually a little hack that I have. On the very bottom of this are like extra dumbbells, a kettlebell, some training bands. So those are all in here, but that was just how I could camouflage it and put some pillows on top. So I always put some fall pillows in there in this little fall scarf throw thingy-mabob I got from Target a long time ago. And then I thought this super cute little pumpkin pillow would be really cozy next to it and obviously tie in with our other little pumpkins right over there. But overall, I just really, really love the vibes in this room. This is going to be so nice to sit in this fall and just enjoy this new couch. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy with this. Now it's time for the last order of business, which is our Harry Potter wall. So I made these wanted posters probably like, oh my gosh, probably back in like 2022, I think. So I printed them out, crinkled them up, and stained them with coffee. We had a big Harry Potter day, so we made a bunch of like Harry Potter DIYs, which I can put the video up here if you want, but it's like, it's honestly a little cringe for me to watch now because it was so long ago. But it's such a fun memory and I love looking back on it and I'd love to do it again. But it's just like all of the wanted posters of the witches and wizards, and I just think it's a fun thing to do. So yeah, these are just one of my favorite decor pieces. So I think what I'm gonna do, or what I've been doing, is using blue tape, folding it up and putting it on the back since it doesn't damage the wall. And then I'm also going to maybe sprinkle in some bats, I think. I think that'd be kind of fun. And I feel like it fits the vibe of these. So let's play around and see how it works. I'm gonna put some of these over the tacks that were holding up the pictures before because I don't wanna move them. There's a couple different like tack holes from the past, so I don't wanna have to guess which ones were which later on. So I think I can just cover them up with one of these. But let's get to it. Let's see how this looks, because I normally don't ever put bats with it, but I found an extra pack of paper bats in our decor bin and I got really excited. So I think this might be a good spot, so. All right, let's get to work. This makes me so happy. I love the way this came out. It's just a fun part of our decor that I love to do. I like the bats as the addition to it this year. I think it looks really good. This is really fun. It makes me really happy. That is going to officially wrap up the fall decorating of 2025. I am just over the moon with how our space came together this year, and again, I'm so grateful for this couch, and I'm so sorry if the wall bugged you like it bugged me, but we are getting that painted, getting it fixed, and like I said, fingers crossed that the paint actually matches this time. I really don't know what went wrong. We're gonna stir it really good this time, and whatever happens happens. So stay tuned if you are interested in that, and let me know again about the coffee table because I just don't know. I have no idea. I really just want to keep it how it is, but if it looks better to get a round coffee table, we'll think about it for sure. We'll see what we can find, but I really hope you got some decor inspo from today's video. I hope you just enjoyed all of the cozy fall vibes and are as excited for the season as much as I am. I know that I enjoy just spending time with you and making our space just as cozy as possible. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you again for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.